Donald Trump says South Africa refused to hand over the G20 presidency to a senior representative of the U.S. Embassy at Sunday's closing ceremony at Nasrec. Trump added that he will therefore not extend an invitation to South Africa to the 2026 G20 summit in Miami. He said all payments and subsidies to South Africa will stop effective immediately. South African government says that the U.S. was invited to the summit but chose to stay away.
The United States was expected to participate in all meetings of the G20 during South Africa's presidency and elected not to attend the G20 Leaders Summit in Johannesburg out of its own volition. South Africa is a member of the G20 in its own name and right. Its G20 membership is at the behest of all other members. South Africa is also a sovereign, constitutional democratic country and does not appreciate insults from another country about its worth in participating in global platforms. South Africa will never insult another country or its standing in the community of nations.
Analysts say the U.S. decision to bar South Africa from attending the G20 will have a negative impact as Pretoria is a member.
What Donald Trump is doing is kind of counterproductive to the United States' own global image. This is an image that has been painstakingly built for more than 3/4 of a century since the end of the Second World War and the beginning of the United Nations. And then when it comes to explaining really what has been happening towards South Africa, you realize that it is towards Donald Trump's own personal interest rather than the interest of the United States because of people that have funded his re-election last year. These are Elon Musk and Miriam Anderson. These are people who have been vehemently against South Africa. Elon Musk because of the impasse that he was in when he wanted to bring Starlink technologies here.
Some say South Africa hosted a successful summit with member countries adopting the declaration on the first day of the gathering.
You saw the great turnout, and so I'm confident that this will be resolved. You know, Trump is the bad guy in the room. Cyril Ramaphosa is the good guy, and I think that he's got the sympathy of the other members of the G20 on his side, a majority of them.
The presidency has described as regrettable this decision by Donald Trump. Dita Botsotetsi, SABC News.